And this is a good one. So we've just covered Alabama, West Florida, refusing to let churches go. We just looked at Tennessee after that, and they're trying to petition the Tennessee governor for a certain neutral principles approach in letting local churches go. But now we're looking at Mississippi. You'll remember Mississippi had Bishop Sharma Lewis, who has been much more reasonable than most bishops. She recently got married, by the way, I think. I think it's already happened, and she live streamed her wedding. Just what a thing. What a weird time we're living in. But this is from her annual conference. I think she's still there, although they might have moved her. I don't know. I don't remember. This is for immediate release from the Office of Communications. You may be aware that the Judicial Council recently released decision number 1512 regarding the meaning, application, and effect of paragraph 2549 as it relates to a policy, process, or method for United Methodist local churches to exit or separate from the denomination. The Mississippi Conference entered the process of disaffiliations under paragraph 2553 and later entered the process of church closures under paragraph 2549.3a. The contracts entered into under paragraphs 2553 and 2549.3a were not affected by Judicial Council number 1512 and are valid and will be honored as planned. So this is the opposite of Alabama, West Florida. Alabama, West Florida said, because the decision 2549 can no longer be used that way, all contracts that have been negotiated are now null and void. Mississippi is making the opposite decision. The Mississippi Conference, quote, entered the process of disaffiliations under paragraph 2553 and later entered the process of church closures under paragraph 2549. The contracts entered into under paragraphs both were not affected. Oh, I just read that. The bishop, the cabinet, the director of finance and administration, and the conference trustees did their due diligence by reviewing the conference's closure processes in light of the recent decision and have been in consultation with the conferences and the Board Council of Bishops Legal Counsel. In bold now, after careful consideration, research, and review, we trust the Mississippi Conference has been and continues to be in compliance with the Book of Discipline. Furthermore, there are no financial ramifications to the Mississippi Conference as a result of Judicial Council decision number 1512. So pretty much they just say, we got the decision, we heard the decision, we've decided we're not in violation of anything. Now, I think they're probably wrong. I think this flies in the face of the Judicial Council decision. But here the reality is that certain guarantees were made, promises, assurances, and you're going to make a liar out of them if they abide by Judicial Council. So they've chosen to honor their word. They don't say that in the text here. I think that's for legal protections. If they just said, we know this is in flagrant violation, then I think that would be grounds for them to have legal action against them, and it could get messy. At this point, they just say, we've talked to lawyers. We're pretty sure we're doing this right. And there's no real engagement in the argument, which I think is fine. You know, why? This is just one of those areas where you can continue and try and play by the rules of the game when the other party isn't even playing by the rules of the game. Or you can just say, we're doing what we're doing. We're pretty sure we're right. And I think that that's good. Not good. I think that's acceptable in this case. I could be wrong. But, you know, God bless Mississippi. Thank you for not being greedy. Thank you for honoring your commitments. I think that this sort of behavior should be normative in all bodies, Christian and unchristian alike. Even so, it's not the standard that other conferences are rising to, and I want those other conferences to feel really bad about it. Watch Mississippi. They're going to do just fine. You conferences that continue to be litigious and coercive, it's not going to go well for you. Who would want to join you? Who would happily be a part of you? Only extreme progressives, and they don't reproduce. They're spiritual mules, okay? You're committing suicide by continuing to be the opposite of Mississippi.